Hello and welcome everybody back to the channel again. This is Thomas I Unlucky, bringing you more Patriots franchise. Cameron died. That's so hilarious. Alright, it's week 6. We got the bye week and then we get the Bears. Next week we are currently the 7th seed after the bye week. And we have access to mock draft 1. Not going to look at it. We just got some skill players to go through. This is a good week to get our fatigue levels back to how we want them. And I'll just see you at the injury report. There's no point in really dragging this out. Injury report was clean for the practice, or for the bye week's practice. Didn't feel like drawing attention to it. Wasn't really that worried about it. Almost every single injury that could have happened on it would have been resolved by next week anyway. I have upgrade points for Darius Bullocks and Javier Kitchen. Obviously, one of these players is likely going to be a starter next year. With that out of the way, CM Freeze didn't play his game, so I can't go to week 7. Alright, I'm able to record again. Not really gonna do a whole lot of introduction into everything. We had a press conference coming out of the bye. We're going up against the Bears, and I don't know what this press conference will be for. Next question. We'd like to take how successful your play calling has been this season. Last game was fantastic. Oh, I don't know. Higher than 50%? Oh no. Okay, I was about to say if we get a deduction for not knowing our analytics, that's stupid. Weekly practice. People are healthy. People are gonna practice. That's how I'm operating right now. We aren't a clear-cut winner of this division yet, so everybody's gonna practice. See you at the end of this. All right, let's look at this injury report. I'd love to see. Well, I'm loving to see so far that our level of fatigue is not increasing despite us going full pads. That works for me, or at least I assumed full pads. I just went with whatever the autos were. We got some players upgrade. I'm not too worried about the Bears as a team. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me for saying that. +3 awareness. Oh, well. Javon Baker, I feel like he's a player who's been a little bit quiet, but I mean, it kind of makes sense that he's been a little bit of a more quiet player when so much of our offense has struggled passing wise. Brian Thigpen, I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do on the field. Because, I mean, look at these. 90 speed, 88 hit power. The tackling's horrible. But it's like, this guy might be a fucking home run hitter if everything turns out how I'm envisioning. Zach Zinter, scheme fit, beautiful. Lee Knowles, another guy that I'm really excited to see when he's the starter. This is a guy who, again, fast as hell. I'm not going to have to worry at all using him, but it's just that hit power, 69 awareness, and then 81 tackling. It's like, we just need to be able to stack the XP with him, and we will be in a very good position. I've been neglecting my staff points a little bit. In all honesty, I want to finish up this tree, but once I finish up this tree, I'm going to fire my coordinators. Actually, you know what? At least my offensive coordinator, I think I'm going to fire him. I don't feel like I've been getting much out of him. Um, and I definitely want to see what we have available. Anything that's going to boost catching for my wide receivers is going to be something I'm interested in. This right here, boost catching for wide receivers, and what's it called? This guy is being added to our team. Bill Duncan, welcome to the team, buddy. And that is something I haven't taken advantage of like I have in previous Maddens. Obviously, it's a little bit different when you don't have a camera on you. Like, there's part of me that wants to keep these realistic for... Some of you guys are going to play this game like it's real life. Some of you aren't going to play it like it's a video game. There are times where I could say when I have been playing without a camera, week 1 of season 1, I will fire my coordinators, pick up 2 new ones, have 80 staff points, and be in a great position going into the season. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be on this screen yet. I need to see an injury report first. Injury report for us. We get Antonio Gibson back next week. That's going to be a big addition. And the Bears have nobody on injury reserve. Or injured reserve. I'm going to be interested to see how Kai Lane does in this game. I'm going to be interested to see how Kai Lane does in the future. But George Kittle signed with the Bears, along with DeAndre Swift, Jalen Johnson, DeMarcus Lawrence, DJ Moore, Tremaine Edmonds, Kendall Fuller, Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, TJ Edwards, Jaquan Brisker, Brian Thomas Jr. Damn. This is a team and a half right here. At least in terms of top end above average guys. I'm glad I'm not going to have to see them in the playoffs unless it's the Super Bowl. I want to check through my roster real quick. I'll see you in the game. The Bears get the ball first in our matchup. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm okay with that. I am a little bit nervous. Looking at the bottom of our screen there, seeing that the Ravens won 28-21. Being in a race against them is never something I really want to be in. I did make some adjustments to the depth chart. I moved Khalid Knowles to the backup middle linebacker spot. And I decided to put him in the sub package. I don't remember if I already had that. And then I flipped the corners again. Farley's going to be our number 1 corner just because I want him on the number 2 guys. And then Josh Uche is going to get a sack, which is incredible. No, but I've always put Farley as the number 1, so he's on the right side of the field, and I've had Christian Gonzalez on the left side of the field as the number 2. I don't know why Madden necessarily makes you do that, but I have always preferred to do that just so my number 1 corner is typically on the number 1 wide receiver. No real comments here to open up the game as Kai Lane's got 12 yards already. Always going to be scared to pass it a little early, but at the same time, it's always nice to establish the run on the opening drive, and if they're going to keep giving us 3+ yards a carry, I'm going to keep running the ball. And also, in conversations with CM Freeze, I am finding that, this isn't the play I wanted. I'm finding that me and him are having very opposing issues. Our teams have are just having differing issues. My team on defense, stellar. I have no complaints with what we've been doing on defense. We're going to convert the first down. I have no concern about this defense so far, but this offense is definitely something to be concerned about as we're going to hit Tyquan Thornton for a big gain. He's already 2 for 40. Let's go. I got to get back into my commentating mode. As Kai Lane's going to get the first touchdown of the game on the opening drive. Let's go, Patriots. Alrighty. Well, Uche's in his X Factor. And I am quite intrigued to see what happens as they're going to get this out to the X Factor wide receiver type. Oh, that's George Kittle. I was like, who's that X Factor at? That's lining up outside. They're lining up. Is there the pass catcher? Is Caleb Farley going to be a little shaken up on the play? I don't necessarily love Marcus Jones on the boundary, but whatever works. Kevin Wiggins not going to be able to stop DeAndre Swift as he gets the first down. Abdominal tear. We are not going to have Caleb Farley for a while. But make an adjustment at halftime or at the start of the second quarter to see who I want to play at the boundary. Even though we are seeing Thigpen come in at strong safety in C. Kyle Duggar come in at nickel. Kyer Elam in on this play at nickel. Which I'm okay with. I think I'm going to run it for a little bit. They're not focusing on a passing attack anyway. If they were a little bit more pass heavy, I might be willing to consider that. But right now, they're just having fun in the middle. Just keeping it on the ground, keeping it between the hashes, basically. Got 3 linebackers on the field. That's a massive drop for DJ Moore. I mean, I sent To'o. I thought it was going to be a run. And getting dropped back in time was not something I was going to be able to do. And we are going to get the stop on number 15. Who was their other wide receiver? Romo Dunze. I'm acting like that name's not like a semi-big name, as Josh Uche gets his 2nd sack of the game. He's becoming a game wrecker in the NFL. You put up a bad right tackle in front of him, which historically the Bears typically don't have a stellar offensive line. Boys like him are going to eat. Unfortunately, though, we are held down to the 4. We're able to get 3 on first down as Montez Sweat is going to be shaken up. I'd love to find a play that I'd be really loving to throw to Javon Baker like this. Can't lie, I was staring him down the whole time. There was no chance that ball was going anywhere else. Tyreek Stevenson or whoever, Kyler Gordon, whoever was over there covering him would have had the freest interception of their life if that was a bad pass. Michael Nwenu going to be able to get us 3 yards behind the block. I love this play, but this play always scares me. Like, I'd absolutely love to rip that to Demario Douglas over the top as Tyquan Thornton continues his stellar day. I mean, he's been dominant from the slot so far for us. But keeping a strong emphasis on this run game is something I'm going to do. Gotta get this offensive line used to run blocking for when Antonio Gibson comes back. Right as I say that, we let up a massive sack. Clearly Montez Sweat is okay, and that's not a good situation. Something you never see me do. Punt. I'm happy that this was still a good punt, and we're going to get him down at the 21. I'm not going to keep Mapu towards the middle. I'm going to be watching DeAndre Swift. I want to watch the screen or just the route to him in general. Going to throw it to the slot to Romo Dunze. Not going to bring him down. Massive catch and run for the young wide receiver. Switching to a Tampa 2 sort of look. And of course it's on the screen when I finally switch off of Mapu. I can't lie, I'm a little concerned. Big hit from Marte Mapu. Going to prevent the first down to Caleb Williams. We got 3rd and 1. Got a heavy run package here. I'm going to use her To'o. Not going to be able to stop DeAndre Swift. We broke through the line. I went for a hit stick. I should have just gone for the secure tackle. That's a rough one. We got 36 seconds to at least put 3 points on the board. Got to give something a whirl here. I'd love to get a deep shot. Can't tell if that was a blitz or not. I mean, I have no idea. Oh, it's on 3rd and 4th down. I don't want to be running 4 verts here, but I'm fine with running 4 verts here. And we got 3rd down. Javon Baker beat him off the line, but then stopped running for some reason. I need to go for it here. I truthfully feel that. I just... I don't know. I don't know. I felt like that should have been a connected pass. I don't know. Like, that's a tough one to rule. Jelani Tavai, good job. Not forcing the incompletion? That's a tough one. That's a tough 4th down to not convert. Obviously, you know, the plan at halftime is to pound the rock. This is just... This offense has just been very concerning. I have time to run a play. I'm going to try and run a play. I mean, this Demario Douglas deep shot is going to be what I want. We are going to keep Kyle Lane in the pass block. And I am going to sit in this pocket. We're able to connect with Demario Douglas. Not able to split the safeties. That's going to be your half. Run inside's got to be a goal for us. And we're getting torched in the medium pass, I feel. Yep, running the ball is going to be a priority. There's no better way to put it. I feel like we have just been getting destroyed passing. And we need to get back into a groove of running the ball. That's a big run. Just got to keep moving downfield. That was another big run. Flip the field. What is that, 18 yards, or is that exactly 20? I went 9, then I went another 9, so 18. That's what I thought. Good block to allow us another 8 yards. If we can't pass, I'm just going to run it. I mean, I don't know what the deal has been with passing in this game, but running the ball's working, so we're going to keep that into consideration. And I'm totally fine with audibling to run plays as well, because there are going to be the plays where Kyle Lane is tired, like this play. Now, this is going to be a play I try to get it to a tight end, preferably Hunter Henry, for a touchdown too. Let's go. We are focusing on defending the medium pass, and we do a good job of holding DeAndre Swift there. That could have been a pretty dangerous amount of yards based off the amount of green grass I saw behind our guys, so definitely not a flag on Mapu there. I feel like my voice is going out a little bit. I can't necessarily tell right now, but it's definitely not what I'm used to. That's a big blunder on George Kittle. He flips the field. They're approaching our red zone. Got triple tight ends in the field. You either got... this is definitely a run or pass. Well, no shit. Big tackle, not a tackle for loss. Big stop after a gain of 1. Got trips, quad left. Gonna be watching for the screen. And Levi Onwuzurike and Tavai are on it. They got 3rd and 9. Bad part is they are in field goal range. That's a big incompletion forced by... I don't know who that was. That was a big play. That's a nice opening run for Mr. Lane. He's definitely getting close to 100 yards if he hasn't already eclipsed it. I didn't know where Tremaine Edmonds was going. Now we're over 100 yards in the day. Keeping this clock moving has been the name of my game. That was a bad run. That was terrible on my part. That's a big play. It's a big play. I needed to keep that drive moving. We had been doing good. Felt like it was a good time to whip out a 4th down. We get 5 there. We're going to try running this play action to Hunter Henry. We might get a late hit on the quarterback there, and we might get roughing the passer. Roughing the passer, let's go. Illegal man down. You fucking kidding me? We got 2nd and 10. We're in field goal range. Never had a great amount of separation there from what's his name? Tyquan Thornton. We're going to get Javon Baker a touchdown. Let's go. That's a big 3rd down conversion. That's going to extend our lead to 8 with less than 4 minutes left in the game. This is a big time for our defense right now. If we can host another stop. That is a massive miss from Mr. Caleb Williams. That could have also been really devastating for Marcus Jones if he allowed that. But I'm not going to lie, I honestly forgot I even suggested the idea of making a change. And Jabril Pepper is going to absolutely make DeAndre Swift take a seat there. Love to see a little bit more activity from our defensive line outside of Mr. Uche. But yet again, I also can't complain about what Uche has done so far in the first half of this game. I want to know who's on the boundary when Marcus Jones is in the slot like that. Oh my God, Kyle Duggar. Such a versatile player. He's been all over the field. I mean, he's playing in the slot right now. I'm totally okay with it. And that moment right there, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it. I don't get how we can allow that. They've ran that play multiple times now. He fumbled the ball out of bounds, maybe. I really don't know. Defense needs a big stop. Time has been being killed off the clock. We're gonna get Rome Odunze down in bounds. That's pretty big. I need to be watching Rome Odunze on this play. I really hope that's in... They're showing him. I'm hoping he stepped out of bounds. Legal touching. Thank God. I wasn't able to get onto the guy I wanted to be usering, and that created a little bit of difficulty. I just want this whole part of the field to be my responsibility. There was some sort of flag. I'm hoping for a holding. Did he false start? This can't be on Christian Barmore. How? That was so early. They threw that flag immediately. Well, my confidence that we're going to stop this 2-point conversion, I can't say is exquisite. And Levi Onwuzurike proves me wrong. Chicago's going to bust out the hands team. And... oh my God. We muff it. Oh my fucking God. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not good. Tyre Elam could have just... Tyre Elam could have just sealed the game for us. Could have been the hero of the game. Only one linebacker on the field is something I'm not crazy about. Christian Gonzalez interception. Oh my god. 2 games this year. He has sealed the win for us. We just need a first down and we win. I don't necessarily have an idea for player of the game at this exact moment. My current thought is Kai Lane. He has done fairly well for us. And that is our ball game. We are going to win 21-19. Oh, wow. After a muffed punt, or we don't get the recovery on whatever it's called. Wow. What a rifle from Drake May, though. He had a pretty damn good day, too. Makes me excited to look at these stats. Drake May, 8 for 15. Not a great completion percentage, but I mean, 165, 2 touchdowns, no INTs is something I'll always take. Kai Lane, 5 yards a carry, touchdown. I had 0 catches to that. You know what? Uche got robbed of a player of the game earlier in the year when he had 3 sacks against the Ravens. I think I'm going to try and give it to Uche if I can get a play of him getting a sack. Kai Lane with a skill point. Unfortunately, he's going to be heading back into the bench. I don't really care about the punter, can't lie. Did Cameron play his game? Story of the league. Waiting on Cameron so far. Caleb Farley, I'm not even going to check the injury. We're not going to have him until like week 12, so I'm not really relying on it. That's what I got for you today. See you next week against the Lions. Hopefully, we continue our resurgence of winning. Take it easy. Peace.